FightHype.com here with hard-punching lightweight Rayo Valenzuela fighting on pay-per-view from the MGM Grand March 25th. Rayo, man, with Chris Colbert, is this a case of speed versus power in this matchup?
Definitely. I think I'll be bringing in a new set of skills. You know, cat-like reflexes on my toes and just being more smart, intelligent, and sharp.
Did you rely on those reflexes a little bit too much in the past, and is that, you know, something you've been working on? Or
no, it's skills I've always had, but I got power hungry. You know, my last fight, and I just slowly started, you know, picking up these bad habits, flat-footed, standing up straight, and you know, I paid the price for it. But you know, I learned from my mistakes, and I'm gonna be back right. And I think Chris Colbert, he's a smart, hell of a fighter, and I think it's a perfect matchup to come back to on Showtime pay-per-view. Caleb Plant and David Benavidez.
How'd you manage not to lose any confidence?
Well, I just know what I did wrong, you know, and I accepted it. You know, and just keep moving forward. You know, just got a good team around me, good people around me. Stay positive.
How much of this fight happening with a guy like Colbert is because of you? Did you have to speak to your team and say, I don't want a tune-up, a comeback, I want a tough fight right away? Or
I mean, it was, yeah. You know, I'm not looking for no easy way out. You know, I didn't get here the easy way. So why am I, you know, gonna continue doing that? You know, so I'm gonna keep going the hard way.
You think there's gonna be some trash talk on fight week between you two?
I don't think so. I think we had a fighters meeting through the press conference, and he showed respect, you know, and respect is mutual.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like he's a better fighter than he showed against Garcia?
Yeah, I think coming up he was looking great, but he slowly started fading, and just with each performance, I started seeing him decline a bit, and you know, with the Garcia performance, you know, that happened. But you know, I don't know what he's got going on and stuff like that. But you know, I'll be ready to win March 25th.
What do you want to show the fans the most in this fight, improvement-wise, style-wise?
Yeah, just my skill. You know, I carry real skill, but you know, I got carried away with trying to knock him out, everybody out and stuff. It's a thing. It's a real thing. I didn't believe it. You know. Fall in love with that heavy hand, and that's all you look for, and you forget all these other things.
Is De Los Santos, so you want that rematch eventually?
Definitely, but you know, first thing is first, I got to get through Chris Colbert, and that's what I'm going to do.
What's going to win you this fight against Colbert?
I think just being smart, be patient. You know, I got power. I think the knockouts, all my knockouts, they were coming just by me being me. When I started going out the way and trying to get it, that's when I was having problems. So just be smart, fast, and you know, accurate.
If you know, feel his power early and it's nothing to keep you off, are you just going to be all over him at that point?
I can't say, you know what I'm saying. I've had fighters like I think, who did I fight on the Manny Pacquiao Ugas undercard? I forgot his name. Similar style, but you know, I didn't feel too much, so I was all over him, and you know, slowly, you know, just ended the fight. But it depends. We'll see how Chris Colbert comes.
You got a final prediction for this fight?
Me winning, getting my hand raised. You know, I think that's it.
You got a prediction for the main event too, David and Caleb?
Yeah, I think David stops him in like 7.
7? Because some people feel like he'll stop him late, like in the championship rounds, but why as early as 7, you think?
You know, I was watching the other night, I was watching the Caleb and Canelo.
Yeah.
They keep talking about Caleb so fast, but I'm not seeing the speed. You know, he had Canelo in the ropes, and it was just like weird movement. David's a lot faster than that, I believe, and I just think he'll get him out of there earlier than Canelo did.
How much did you know, David help, you know, pick you back?
Tremendous, a lot of help. He was in here early before his workouts. He was giving me a lot of instructions. I want to give a shout out to my boy Shay Green.
How you doing?
How you doing, man?
David was talking to him, telling him the stuff that he wanted me to work on, and just making sure I was right for this fight. So, you know, big thank you to David, my big brother, and you know, I love him for that.
Do you think people are going to be surprised by David? Some people, they're like, okay, he has power, he's big, but do you think some things are going to surprise people about David in this fight with Plant?
I think so. I mean, David just does a lot of great things that I think it goes over people's head.
Like what?
Like I think his defense. He's very accurate as well. I mean, the mix, he mixes all his punches. It's ridiculous. He does so much good stuff that people are just, look over it. I think maybe because of his past mistakes or whatnot, but I think all of that will be put to sleep after this big fight.
Have you seen something extra from him in this camp?
Yeah, he brought this fury, fire to this camp. You know, the fire, you know, and I've taken advantage of, you know, and just picking it up. And every day he trains with so much, like, just amped up, you know, and I love to see that. And, you know, it puts it on me as well.
You know, we know David is really mean in the ring, but very nice guy outside of the ring.
Gentleman.
Do you feel like if he, because we saw how Caleb did Anthony Jarrell after he knocked him out, but do you feel like if David wins this fight, he'll actually be the guy to bury the hatchet despite everything leading up to it?
I don't know. I wouldn't personally, because you know, Caleb's just taking it too far. And maybe you don't gotta disrespect him, but I won't go. You know, I'm not shaking his hand and stuff like that. You know, just me personally. But you know, that's David. I don't know. We'll see fight night.
And then just curious, man, big fight in your division, Garcia and Tank. When fights like that are happening, are you like, I gotta get there, I gotta get to that level?
Yeah, but you know, I gotta just keep being patient. Like I said, that was my issue. You know, just trying to rush things. So I'm in my lane. I'm worried about me. I'm excited for that fight. It's a hell of a fight.
Well, part of why maybe you were getting ahead of yourself was because you had success against some of these guys in sparring, right? But
yeah, it's a good fight. I think I got Tank.
Why is that?
I got him by a bit. If he can be disciplined with his right hand, because us lefties, we tend to drop our left hand a lot. I mean, our right hand a lot. If he can be disciplined, keep his right hand, and he don't get hit with that hook, I think he can end the night for Ryan, because Ryan, he also gets impatient with Luke Campbell and, you know, jumping in with his head up straight. So if he can just be patient, keep that right hand and wait for the right moment, I think he'll catch Ryan. But if he drops that right hand, you know, Ryan got a lethal left hook.
Man, now that you mention it, he does put that right hand by his chest when he'll wing the left over the top. Right. So that's something for us to look out for. Maybe you should do some commentary when it's all done, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
So, but what do you have Tank by knockout or decision?
I got Tank by knockout. I think it'll be knockout. Whoever wins will win by knockout.
Late in the fight, earlier?
I think maybe late, like 8, probably 8, 9, 10, around there.
They're both fast and punch hard. So is the difference going to be skills?
Skills and I think discipline. You know what I'm saying? If Ryan can keep his chin down and be patient, you know, that'll take him far. But also, if Tank can keep his right hand up and keep, you know, waiting for the right shot, the perfect time, I think discipline's gonna win that fight, because they both got great skill, they both got good experience. So, and they're both gonna be prepared.
Is this the deepest division in boxing that you're competing in?
I think so. You know, it's stacked. You know, the list goes on and on of all these great fighters.
And lastly, man, just let the fans know what to expect March 25th, please.
Just expect a great show, you know, great boxing, you know, real boxing. The whole card is going to be nice and stacked. Showtime pay-per-view, the best, you know, platform. Just be ready. Go, you're home, make sure you buy a Showtime pay-per-view. And for everybody who got tickets to the fight, we appreciate you guys. And big shout out to all my fans, all my supporters. Thank you guys.
Body snatcher in this fight? Body snatcher?
We'll see.
Okay. Thank you, Rayo. Thank you.